Hey guys, it's Jess from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my February TBR because it's February. I feel like January was super long. I don't know if it was just me, but I have had 5 snow days so far in January. We have been in school like not even 10 days in January. That's crazy. I feel like it's been 10 days we've had at school because the last 2 days it has been 0 degrees outside and the wind chill has been like -20, and we have a lot of kids who walk to school, so I'm really happy that my school district closed. I think like every school district in Ohio closed anyways for the last 2 days, and we're supposed to get some snow tonight, so we'll see if I'm at school tomorrow. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm okay going to work, but I'm like okay staying at home too. It doesn't matter. But I read a ton in January because of these snow days. I'm on book like 17 right now. I read a lot. So I don't have as many books for my TBR in February, but I do have to pick my next Romanceopoly reads, so I will be rolling for you. Last time for January, I did only roll 1 book, and then throughout the month I did the others, but I think what I'm going to do now is roll my next 3 on camera so you guys know what I plan on reading, so I can share it with you, because you didn't get to see the other books I read. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the books I'm going to read this month. The first 2 I plan to read. I am trying to challenge myself to finish the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by April. At the beginning of the year, was going to give myself all year, but I'm going to the release event for The Savior, I think that's the newest book, in April, and J.R. Ward is giving a talk and a Q&A, and I want to go, and I'm going to get a copy of the newest book. I paid for it with my ticket. That's why the ticket was so expensive. But I don't want to get spoiled, so I gotta read 10 books plus all the novellas by April. I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try. So I have 2 books planned definitely to read of the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. I do have spring break in March, so but that's a Polycon at the beginning, so I'll have like 5 days, and I may like try to binge a ton of them. And they're like 600 pages long now. They're getting so long. This is over 600 pages, but I have to read Lover Mine and Lover Avenged. Lover Avenged is the first one with Revenge of what I have next to read, and then it's finally John Matthews' story. He is one of my favorites of the series so far, but I've also gotten to really enjoy Revenge as a character. So this romance has been like super hyped throughout the whole series so far, and I'm like, when are we gonna get his book? Like, really? We've had him as a really adorable character that you can't help but love since book like 3, and now he gets book 7, 8? I don't know what book I'm on. Then I have an arc of Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith that I was sent from the publisher, and I'm really excited for this. It's a really short YA, and it's about this girl, this guy is supposed to go on like this trip with his girlfriend, and she dumps him, so he puts an ad out in the paper for someone to replace his girlfriend on his trip. This girl is recently rejected from this like program, going to college. Yeah, she's rejected from film school. So she's like, why not? And so they go on a trip together, and they're strangers. Sounds super fun. Next I was also sent from the publisher, and that is Don't Wake Up by Liz Lawler, and now this one, I'm pretty sure I was sent from Harper. I was sent from Harper, and this one is a thriller, and I typically don't read thrillers, but it sounds so good, and my dad's really interested in it, so I said I'd read it first, and I think this comes out in February. And it's about a girl who she's pretty much like brutally violated and kidnapped, and all these things are done to her, and she wakes up and remembers it all, but she's fine. She's completely fine. She's in her own home, and she does not know like what happened. No one believes her that it happened because there's no physical like keys that show this happened to her. Then she meets the next victim, and so it sounds like super psychologically crazy, and I'm very intrigued and cannot wait to read it. So the next book I have to read actually won a giveaway from this author last month, and it is the book that won the pick what I read next for February, and that is The Kissy by LJ Shen. I have no idea what this is about. I don't want to know what this is about. And now my copy came, and I have my TBR cart, and I put all my recently hauled books on the bottom of my cart so I know when to film a video, where to get them from. And Darcy loves paper, so she has not shredded a book in years, but she got into my book, and I don't know if you can see, the first 2 pages are crinkly because there was a bookmark in here. She got this book out from under there, pulled it out onto my floor, and took out the bookmark and shredded it. And so the first paper is like all crinkly of this book, and like because Darcy's slobber got all over it. I was super mad at her for the rest of the night, and she knew it, but she loves to shred things. She shredded our best friend's wedding invitation when it came in the mail. They're really good now at not getting things off of the kitchen table, but I cannot leave her alone upstairs because she's going to get into my stuff and eat things. She already shredded a packet of hot chocolate on my floor in here. I was super mad, and she ate the entire packaging. She's fine. Like, my dogs have eaten chocolate before on accident, and they're completely fine. But she likes to shred things. But I have this just slightly crinkled first page to read, and I'm very, very excited. Next, I am finally going to read my arc of The Bride Test by Helen Hoang. This doesn't come out until May. I always say April. This does not come out until May, but I really need to read it now because I can't wait and I have no patience. And some of my friends who have it have already read it and loved it, and so this is from the author of The Kiss Quotient, which was amazing, and it's about a girl. She moves to America to marry someone, and that man has a form of autism, I believe. Yes. So, I'm excited. And the last book on my TBR this month before I get to my Romanceopoly picks is The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is book 2 in the series. I don't remember what the series is called. The Curl Prince series? I don't know. But this, I can't tell you. It's about fairies, and that's all I can tell you. But I'm excited, and this is gorgeous. But I'm really nervous because the book is white, and I don't read books with a cover jacket on, so I'm super scared I'm gonna like get something on this, because I always get something on my hardback when I don't have the dust jackets on them. It just happens. Like, I eat and then I pick up my book and I might get like something on it, so I might like read this very carefully, not around anything, because I don't want to ruin that beautiful white cover. So I'm very excited though. We'll see if I like this. Alright guys, so in January I landed on The Dungeon, so I already read that, and then I rolled again and landed on Bad Boy Circus, and I've read that. I rolled again and landed on Magic Row, which I'm currently reading right now, so it's going to be in my January wrap-up. So I rolled after that to see what I would have to read, and I landed on London Street, which is to read a steampunk novel, and now I don't read steampunk, and so I recently did just order Riveted by Mel Jean Brooke from Book Outlet, and all I know is that this is a steampunk romance, and it is part of a series, but it says it can be read as standalone when I looked it up on Goodreads, so I don't know much about it. I just know it's obviously steampunk. Like, look at that cover. Let me know down below if you have any better steampunk recs for me so I can check those out if I don't feel like reading this one. Alright, so now it's time to roll 2 more times and pick what I'm going to read for these challenges. So the first time I got a 6, so I will go, where am I? From London Street, and I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the subway that I've landed on. It is Uptown, and so I have my whole sheet right here, and that is read a chef or foodie romance. Now, I don't have any off the top of my head that I can read that is a chef or foodie romance. So let me go to the Romanceopoly website and see what my options are. Oh, I have that. That's awesome. Okay, so the first one that is on here, let me make sure I don't want to read anymore. I have that, and I have had it for a while. Let me find it. There it is. So the first one on the website is Nuts by Alice Clayton, and I own this and the second book, and this one was recommended by Under the Covers for their recommendations for this challenge, and it is a private chef to Hollywood's wealthiest and nastiest calorie-counting wives, and it's with a local organic farmer who delivers her walnuts. So this sounds really cute, and I'm really excited to have this and finally read it because of Romanceopoly. Okay, so I'm going to roll one more time, and I got a 5. So I'm here on Subway, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm on Kick Butt Lane. Sorry, I've got students who follow me, so I cannot swear on this channel. Okay, so read an urban fantasy with a picture of a kick butt heroine on the cover. We'll see some recommendations, because I don't read a lot of urban fantasy. Oh, okay, so I don't even know if I own this one. Let me see if there are any other ones that I own. So Under the Covers recommends some Patricia Briggs, Chloe Neal, Alana Andrews, so I'm going to check out what I have over here. So there is one on here that has been on my TBR for way too long, and that is Angel's Blood by Nalini Singh. If you saw my video for January, you know that I was supposed to read Slay with Sensation, but I haven't gotten around to it yet, and so I'm not going to pick out of my TBR jar for my series this month. I'm going to try to read that, but I can read this for this challenge, and I don't know really what these are about. They're vampires and archangels. Sounds really good, and I'm really excited to be finally reading this. This is why I love Romanceopoly, so that I have more challenges to read my books. That's what I have for my next 3 challenges. I will keep you updated on my Instagram, which is always linked down below, so go ahead and follow me there. Let me know what you plan on reading in February and what you are reading for Romanceopoly. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.